Hi, I'm Lou Ann Hammond, DrivingTheNation.com. I am here with Chef Stuart O'Keefe.
Hi.
And we're at a Land Rover lifestyle event.
Fireside event in Venice, yeah. It's at 1515 Aberkenny, so we're just asking everybody to come down today and tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
And you actually have books here that...
I have books here. My first cookbook, The Quick 6 Fix. 6 ingredients, 6 minutes prep, 6 minutes cleanup. So
I
it's
love that.
fast and easy cooking, and it's perfect because it's for people kind of on the go, and this event really incorporates all those things.
Yes.
So this book kind of ties in really nicely with it.
So you actually have 6 recipes you're going to show me that I can make in 6 minutes.
Well, no, they're not, the recipes are not in 6 minutes, but
Okay.
it's 6 minutes prep, 6 key ingredients, and 6 minutes cleanup. So it left like the prep and the cleanup really short.
Right.
Because they're just kind of they're things that can take a long time when you are cooking. And sometimes I feel like people get jaded when they're like, oh, I'm exhausted, I've prepped all these ingredients, now I have to start cooking the recipe.
Yes.
So I really wanted to really minimize that.
Right.
So yeah, so.
Okay, show them to me.
Here we are. So I mean, this is one of my favorite breakfast recipes: the poached eggs, goat cheese, and spinach and toast. I'll show you how to poach an egg properly.
I have chickens of my own, so I love poached eggs. They're the cleanest.
This is a great way. I mean, a great tip is just when you're cooking, when you're poaching eggs, it's like bring a pot of water, like 2 or 3 inches to the boil,
Right.
turn it off, crack the eggs into the water and cover it and just let it set for about 3.5 minutes, and you have a perfectly poached egg.
Perfect.
You don't need to swirl water, all that kind of stuff.
Don't have to put vinegar in your water, no
don't
baking
need-
soda, nothing.
No,
Okay.
just super easy like that.
Right.
I love one of my favorite, my mother's chicken noodle soup.
Now, did you get this from your mother?
Yes, and I kind of jazzed it up a small bit. I kind of took a shortcut. She would actually boil a whole chicken in the pot with the stock and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, a big shortcut in this book for me is rotisserie chickens. I love them.
Yes.
I think they're like $7 or $8 at the store. They can feed 4 people.
Right.
And you shred it, take the meat off and just add it into whatever dish you want that protein in.
Right.
So that's what I do with the chicken noodle soup. Sometimes I'll use those bones, put them back into the stock for just added more flavor, but not necessary.
Right, but that stock is really good. You can save that stock for later.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah,
Love that
absolutely. You could
idea.
freeze it. Here's another one of my favorites. It's like a seafood dish. It's a cioppino.
Love Japan.
I love a cioppino. We live here in California and we get great seafood here. And it's we're in November now and it's like 80 degrees outside. So we can still do this. 87. 87 today. Wow. So, really, it's a really fast recipe with seafood. Just add it all into the tomato bisque or
Right.
the tomato broth.
Light and airy. This is so wonderful and so easy. I mean, with glass of white wine.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Good eye for.
Let me go here. Where am I going next? Ribs. Ribs are my favorite.
Okay.
Ever since I moved to America, ribs are like my favorite thing
I
in the
just
world.
have to tell you, the videographer behind us, his favorite is ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs are just wonderful. So tell me how you make these.
So a great tip on this is that I like to boil the ribs for about 20 minutes, not really break it down
Right.
first, and then we bake them in the oven. Now these take a bit longer. This is about a 45-minute recipe. This is one of the longer ones in the book. There's not many long recipes in here, but it's just ribs are my favorite, so I had to put it in there. I couldn't just leave it alone,
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's a hoisin kind of like Asian glaze that's on it, and
perfect.
it's beautiful. Yeah, I really like this.
Now, what do you serve ribs with? Besides French fries, truffle French fries.
We do truffle French fries. I suggested the barbecue baked beans recipe. We have a side dishes chapter in this, so it's
Right.
great. Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up, the holidays. So there's going to be lots of cooking in homes across the country. So I wanted to add in the sides. There's about 22 sides in there, and so each recipe I give you side dish suggestions. So I baked beans with this. I have the skillet mac and cheese,
of course.
crispy fingerling fries here.
Yes.
So just kind of like a baked fry instead of like deep frying. There's not really any deep frying in this book. I kind of kept it quite healthy, and I'm kind of hearty and healthy. I like kind of like regular normal food, and
Right.
and I like to work out and just stay healthy that way, but kind of.
We are in Venice.
Yeah, we're in Venice. Yeah, and we're in Los Angeles
Place
too.
for you
yeah,
to be working out.
Exactly, especially this event.
We have one dessert.
Dessert, yes.
Wait.
I have to just touch on this. This is my favorite steak recipe. The marinated on this port wine, balsamic vinegar, and soy sauce, equal quantities each, like a half a cup, a half a cup, a half a cup.
Love the tomatoes on the vine.
And I just love, tomatoes on the vine, just they visually look beautiful.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the reason why I do that.
Yeah.
Let's go over here. I love this recipe because it looks beautiful. It's simple to make. The main thing is like just go in and buy store-bought meringues,
Yes.
and you crush them up and just toss them with some creme fraiche or like whipped heavy cream, and just add whatever fruits you got. So you could do like winter fruits, the stone fruits that are in season.
Yes.
And as you get to spring, summer, you go for more of the red
I have
fruits,
a
the
fig
berries.
tree in my yard. That's what
There
I
you
would
do figs with this as well, so you can really do whatever you want. And
My favorite recipe for figs, I'm going to give it to you, is cut them in half, lay them on a tin pan, and drizzle a little bit of honey and cinnamon on them, and bake them on broil so that they get real crispy.
Yes.
Then put the pistachio on top of that.
Oh, I love that. That's a really nice appetizer. Yeah.
So good.
That is so good.
Yeah. Well, you can use that one in your next book. Because
that's my
I
next book.
understand you're actually going to have a TV show as well.
Yeah, so I'm shooting a show right now on FYI Network. It comes out in spring 2017. It's a kids cooking competition show. The title of the show has not been confirmed. I think it's like in the media, they did a press release, they all call it Stovetots.
Right.
So like young kids cooking. And they're in like the Culinary Fight Club arena. So battling it out against each other. And my part of the show is that I'm this like chef referee. So kind of I'm the bad guy in it. So I have to kind of make sure they're wearing their gloves when they're touching proteins, or making sure their stations are clean. And it's a fun show, and the kids are great. And
now, how do the kids get into the TV piece with you? Do they apply for it?
So they apply, through casting, and just find kids that are really just avid cooks, and they love it. It ranges from like 10-year-olds to 14-year-olds, and and their moms are behind them. So the moms can't coach them, but they can encourage them.
Oh.
So they can't give them like recipe instructions or anything like that. So I have to be mindful of what they're saying to their kids too. So it's like a smackdown, really. Yeah.
So I actually, in our little town of Auburn, up in the Sierra Nevadas, we actually have a little 13-year-old called Mason, and he won Chop Champion for kids.
Oh, fantastic!
So
yeah.
he could be in there.
Yeah, I feel like he might be on the show. There has been a Mason on the show. I don't know now if it's the same one, but never know. Because I feel like those kids stay around in that circuit. They keep going. They love the competitions.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Chef Stuart, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.